Hi guys, came home from my IIM CAP interviews. Today is 26th. Mine was the afternoon slot and location was Kolkata. It was IIMI Kolkata. And my what topic was how to make renewable resources truly renewable. Right? It was the topic. 300 words, 20 minutes was the time. It is my second interview of the season. The first interview was of IMT Ghaziabad and the experience was so good. Like they really got to know me, personal discussion, a little bit of geopolitics, my family history. And I was like, damn, if this is the kind of interviews I'm gonna involve myself into in the upcoming interview sessions, then life is set. But that was certainly not the case this time. So my panel was 1, my sequence was 2. First guy went in, 35 minutes has passed and he's still not coming out, and I'm like, okay, this is the end of something. He came out, he told nothing and straight went away. I thought, okay, maybe they were grilling. Then after 10 minutes I was called in, and disclaimer, it wasn't a grilling interview experience, it was long and they asked me weird questions. I'm coming to that. So the first panelist, no, tell me about yourself, nothing. The first panelist was like, so I've written this down in my laptop because it's long, right? So first panelist, no, tell me about yourself, nothing. He said, okay, you're from final year. What is your stream? I said computer science and engineering. Asked my college. I think he probably understood which college I'm from. I think he's also from Calcutta. Then, okay, what is your favorite subject? I said machine learning. And okay, this is this. And then around 15-16 questions, around 15 minutes was spent on deep, like not like superficial ML things, like I'm telling you what happened. Also, I have done one internship with the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology as a machine learning engineer for 3 months. I mentioned that, and that probably, I don't know how he knew in so depth, but he knew what he was talking about, and I also knew what I was talking about. So this was a good interaction, but here we go. Like, first of all, what is a classification? Like, first of all, he asked me something I forgot. The first question, something which I did not know in that sense. I have never heard of it. So he asked me what you have done in your internship. I told I have done a classification and object detection problem. So what classification algorithm have you used? What is logistic regression? Then asked me about my final year project. I told that's on clustering and graph convolution networks. He told me what clustering algorithm I have used. Then we went to deep embedded clustering. Then we went to k-means clustering, and he gave me a sum of k-means clustering. I solved it. He told me how do we select k. That part I was like, okay, we came to a conclusion. I told that it is actually a drawback. The selection of k is sensitive to initial conditions. I told he was also not that sure. He told maybe there is some process of k selection which I am forgetting. I told that in k nearest neighbors, there is a ceiling of root of n is the selection of k nearest neighbors. So I told maybe this is the case. He told no, not this, probably not. There's another one. He also, I think, I don't know. Anyways, then what happened is during k-means clustering, he told me that we are taking the centroid mean values. We are taking of the centroids. So why not we take a median value? So I started explaining him with a dataset example, but he told me, okay, no, let's solve it together. He gave me an example of k-means clustering and then told me, okay, this we should update this value. Why not take the median? Then I told that if we keep on updating at every recursion, there is only 2 values of, because that's how it is done. That's how k-means clustering work. So okay, then median is not should be taken. He's telling that it is more skewed. I said fine, as you say, sir. Then we went on to accuracy and precision. He told me to explain it. Then I told them to explain that I need to explain confusion matrix. And he knew confusion matrix. And he told me, fine. He gave me a copy and pencil, draw a confusion matrix. I drew a confusion matrix. He told me about the true positive rate. He asked me skewness. He then asked me what is recall, the harmonic mean of accuracy and precision. Then he asked me what is bias. Then he asked me slope and all these things. And this is the like summary of what happened there with the panelist 1, right? Then came panelist 2, and here I was clean bold. His first question was name the first 5 presidents of India in order. Obviously I do not know the first 5 presidents of India in order. Then he asked me chief economic advisor. This also I did not know. RBI governor, he asked me, that I knew. Manmohan Singh education and qualification, I told me he was an economics but student from Delhi School of Economics, that I knew. Current interest rate in banks, I told 7 point something, it varies from bank to bank, that I knew. Then he asked me some financial terms that I don't know, NPV or something. First time I'm hearing that. I told him that is the first time I'm hearing. I have no idea. Then okay, you're not aware of this. Okay, fine. He told me the role of governor and chief minister. That I answered. He told me the law and order is under the state or the central. I answered that, and he told me how many seats are in there in Lok Sabha, which I answered a ballpark range because I forgot I studied this. So this was random questions he was asking me. I don't know why. Anyways, then he asked me what is my CAT percentile and what other calls do I have, and that's it. So overall, like a topsy-turvy journey, this interview. It's a good interview. I'd say it is not grilling, because they did not grill me on something I did not know. The first panelist, I knew them. So it was an in-depth conversation. It was like I was giving a machine learning job interview experience. So that was good. But the second panelist asked me random GK questions. So it's not possible to know finance and everything, marketing. So I'm still in my final year. I hope they understand that. Let's see. And that's it. Next, I will travel to Kanpur to give my IIT Kanpur interview. That how much more technical can it get? It already got so much technical in IIM interviews. Let's see. Bye.